Alright guys, welcome back. I'm going to do one more quick video. Unfortunately, tomorrow's Tuesday, worst day of the week because I have to go, it's my in-office day with my real job. So I won't be home tomorrow. But what I did, like I mentioned in the last video, oh there it is. So I want to lock this tank in. Even though it's kind of hit, I don't want it to hit the roof, but it isn't going to go anywhere if it does come loose. But to keep it from punching a hole or something like that, I need to lock this down. And of course, you don't want it coming forward because it'll pull out a little bit. So what I did was made these little pieces of wood and just put a blind nut on the back of them. And I'm gonna essentially take these screws with this little bracket, and I already glued on a block to fill the gap between this and the tank. So, and it actually puts a little pressure, and you can see it push the tank just a little bit. Nothing that's going to crack it. And then I drilled a hole. I put it up there, drilled a hole. So it's going to go in there just like that. And I think you got. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I can, well, I can't zoom because I've already started recording. Anyways, so you can kind of see it right there. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to run these screws through here. Ooh, I got to make sure I get the right side. So it looks like this needs to flip over. Yeah, that's it. And then that. So you kind of see. You got to push it against the tank, and when you do that, it gets snug, and it doesn't allow anything to move up. And what I'll do now is I'll just put the blind nuts on there, on these blocks. I'll put a little glue on the block and tighten it down. So I think those are, I don't think those are metric. Those are probably standard. I'm gonna go out on a limb, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. So, sorry about the lighting. It's kind of hard to see. I don't have a better way, but you can kind of see what I'm going for. Just going to screw this on. I'll put a little glue on it once it's tightened down to kind of hold the piece in place. And these Ryobi flashlights are awesome, man. They're rechargeable. Got a little battery that recharges. It's just like you can plug it into a USB. It's like a USB-C, and you can plug it into a USB and charge it. It's the same, where's my handheld drill, wherever it is. Oh, so if you get the Ryobi little hand drill, it's got the same battery, little round battery that you put in, and they're both interchangeable, so they're awesome. This thing's got like 3 settings, and then if you hold it, it puts a laser light. My cat loves that, and it's rechargeable, so. Oop, get it a second, there we go. I'm just trying to get some light in here to see. But, this is gonna be hard. What do I need? I need some long fingers. That's what I need. Some hemostats. Let's see here if this will work. There we go. Just gotta get it where I need it and get it started. There we go. Oh, it's so close. That ain't gonna work. Let's try coming in from behind it. Gonna have to get crazy here. Yeah, there we go. I'll just do it like this. There we go. Probably could have trimmed those screws off, but it's all good. All right, that one started. And let's see if I can get this one. Oh yeah, there we go. And the block was just something to put the blind, or the, yeah, blind nut in, because this 1/8 ply here is actually aircraft ply. It's a lot harder, and I probably wouldn't have been able to, oh, hopefully that didn't hurt anything. It's a clamp. Wouldn't have been able to get the blind nut into that hard wood, so I just did it this way. This is when you need like a third hand. Alright, that one's good. And as it pulls it against the block, I'll push down and not over tighten it. You're just trying to, yeah, that's perfect. And this side, let's see, get the block there. And I'll take and put a little, heck, I don't even have to, honestly. Yeah, but there you go. And it's kind of vertical. It's a little canted, but that tank's not going anywhere. It's not going up, which is what I want to keep it off the, I don't want it hitting the ceiling. Yeah, I got about a 2 to 3 millimeter gap. So it won't go up and hit a hole or anything, make a hole, won't come forward, and it ain't gonna go aft. So that's what I wanted. And what I'm gonna do is what I did on my A6, or A7, sorry. I'm gonna use, ooh, where'd it go? Okay, where's it at? I got some black kind of, you can get it at, what's the home goods store where you, craft store, forget what it's called. Not Hobby World, yeah, Hobby World. And you can get it in various thicknesses. I bought a couple of different thicknesses before and used the thicker stuff, here it is, used the thicker stuff to make baffles, because you can glue it with CA, you can trim it with the scissors, and if it touches your engine, it'll kind of melt a little bit. It doesn't stick to the motor, but it just kind of melts away because it's a foam, but it's like the rubbery stuff, and it makes great baffles. Not this stuff, but it's real thin, but it's great to do stuff like, you know, you essentially can trim it, and it's cosmetic, you know, and you can trim it how you want it, and I'll trim it, and I'll just tack it in. So that way you don't see any of the back stuff. And it'll make it look good. Yeah, it'll be in there just like that, and then of course I'll trim it out. And it'll cover all this stuff, and the cockpits will be right here. So, let me get one. So, remember when I mentioned that the tail section was damaged from the canopy, or the cockpit? Well, that's what it did. These pieces jammed into the thing. So this is the back one. And these are made, luckily they made them out of wood, because you can drill holes in them. It's light ply. And what I'll probably do is they actually look okay. The bigger they are, they seem to make them. I mean, they're not going to be crazy detailed, but they still are they're still kind of heavy, and the most of the weight is in these they're resin instrument panels. So if I typically will pop them loose, like this one's already broke loose, like that weighs a ton, and it's just ply on the back of a resin piece with these decals. So I can essentially, what I did last time was take the resin piece off and put it on a sander and cut it down to nothing. But gosh, that weighs, let's see what that weighs. I'm kind of getting off on a tangent, sorry. But, you know, if you need weight for CG, that's one thing, but, you know, that's 157 grams, so 5.5 ounces just in that. Yeah, it looks okay, but it's like they have a ply piece, a clear piece, and then this resin piece, and that's the weight is resin. You know, that's essentially could be, be done with wood. But and it'll have to be trimmed, I'm guessing. Yeah, so this will sit right here. So I'll have to trim quite a bit off, honestly. Yeah, see, it's kind of broke loose. But the bucket itself is not that heavy at all. So it'll get trimmed up, and these will just sit right in here, and then of course the cockpit will go, or the canopy will go over it. Well, I didn't know it was too big, or I wouldn't even fool with it. That was kind of a waste of time. Sorry, guys. But anyways, so that is in. So, and like I said, I just glued a little block on there to give a little, to put pressure against it so it doesn't come forward. So, and if I have to add the extra tank, it will sit right here. I'll just build a platform, or just have it, I'll just have it sit right on the center section with some Velcro, and that way if I need to take the center wing off, I can. Or I could just glue it, heck, you could just glue it to the bottom of this other tank, yeah. But that's kind of a lot of weight to be on those supports and everything, so I may actually, just for security, I may run something right across the bottom. I don't think, nah, it don't need it. So, alrighty guys, that is another 11-minute video of not much stuff, but here, let's go ahead and do this. Actually, no, I'll have to make a template. I don't want to do that. I might actually get the thicker stuff. Like it's this stuff right here is what it is. This is the stuff they put on top of these, you know, in panels, and that's real thick, but it weighs nothing, and you can get it in white and black, and you just cut it with scissors. So I may go, because I'm going to be working over near the Hobby Town anyways. I'm going to go during lunch and get some more of this stuff, and get like the 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch. This is 1/2 inch. The 1/4 inch should be perfect. The 1/4 inch is what I use for making baffles. So I'll get some of that and show you guys tomorrow, because I'll have to make a template first for this. So, but yeah, it's coming along. Tank is in there. Feel the motor's in there. You can kind of, you know, sits perfect on that. Where did I do with my flashlight? Oh, here it is. Motor sits kind of suspended right there. It's above the wing. So to get access to the motor, you've got to take the bottom, flip it over, and take the bottom wing off. A lot of the Viper jets have an access panel on top, but this one doesn't. But the only time this is an issue is if you get some kind of fire. But you can stick your fire extinguisher through there. You know, get the back cockpit. You can actually get to it. You know, you'll be able to take the back bucket out and spray right in there if you needed to. So it's not completely invisible. So if you want to monitor it during the start, you can always just take the back seat out and just watch it that way. So, but yeah, really interested to see how those Schwiewens operate. But all right. Well, you guys have a good one. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe if you want, turn on some notifications. Still haven't got to the SU yet. Sorry, these things, when you do the things, you got to do a lot of fabrication. It just takes up a lot of time in this stage anyways. That one doesn't have a lot of fabrication because the tanks are already mounted and all this stuff in that one. The only fabrication I'll probably have to do depends on how I'm gonna put my install in there, because a lot of the guys that build those SUs, they don't use the equipment trays. They make some really cool carbon ones, and I kind of like that because, you know, it just looks nice, it's less weight, and it's easier to do. But there won't be a lot of fabrication on that jet, which I'm happy about. So, but anyways, you guys have a good one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night, unfortunately, because I got to work all day tomorrow. Yay. Have a good night.